thing just to run a test because I got a little bit of hardware here to mount my light in a better spot, get a little better situation here. I'd also figured take a chance to just update everyone on things. Me and Lana are fine on a thing. Me and Umsi are fine on thing. We had nice long chats, settled everything. We're on good terms here. I'm just as about as hot a temper as I had, and she was going, but she's cleaned out all the reference thing, and also clarified. No, she did not get my number from Indy. She did the old-fashioned way, going online and searching, and whether or not she paid a few bucks to do it, I don't know. But yeah, Adam, I should ask her next time. How many phone numbers did you go through before you finally hit the one that worked? Because I punched in the thing, white page, and they're like 5 different numbers. Well, I know 3 or 4 of them don't work anymore. Okay. So what happened? Is that why it took 20 minutes for you finally get through? But no, we're fine. For the record, she isn't even in Cal. She's in Florida. She's working with another model entirely, and she's she's not in. She has no interest in going to California, other than L.A. And okay, so that was bunked out. That was blown out of the water. And again with Lana, and again we had a lot of time. I'm just saying, okay, you're not a bad guy. A lot of confirm. Yeah, okay. You generally care for Indy. Yeah, so we got that established. So we're been building some bridges here. Getting rid of 2 walls, and hopefully then let's get open communication here. So that's why my latest post on there with stuff is still happening, but now it's okay. This is not this is not emergency. He's not in danger, but there's still shit going on that shouldn't be going on apparently. And now I'm just wanting clarification, okay? Is this shit, are people making these claims? And if so, are they true, or should somebody be called out for lying their ass off on, because we're getting things about, again, still getting things about how certain people are getting the private cum shows. And one person in particular is paying lots and lots of money. Therefore, essentially, Indy is bought and paid for by this jackass. So with that, certain things need to be called out here one way or the other. And that's something, either confirm that certain friends are getting private shows here, or they are lying their ass off and need to be shown the door. Either way, it is maintaining this rather antagonistic relationship between the regular fan base and the people who think they're in charge here. So we need to do something about this here, okay? Now, I'm not going to be on a long. I'm just mainly just testing out the new link because I got paid today and I'm able to get up a couple things, and partly was mainly let's see. Got one of these little. Oh come on, a little slack here. Got one of these little jobbers here for setting up on here, and the light does work. The main thing is it came with a clamp for putting on there. So I got the clamp over here with my regular light, because before it was just kind of stuck between a couple of tables there, and wasn't the most stable thing in the world. But now I don't have to worry about falling over and breaking now. So it's a lot easier to come in here, turn the lights on, and this is what we got here. But also figuring out just the which way it hits. Get better get a backlight here, and also think I'm not looking quite as gray. Because again, I'm not this gray. I'll go in the bathroom and take a selfie. It's like still got mostly brown hair. There's a little gray in there, but not blazing silver. But yeah, I got that also. And also found a lovely little thing for a couple of bucks. I think that little Doctor Who Yahtzee set. Yeah. And also in a lesson of, if you're looking around, season 3 of Picard hit today. What? Now, season 3 of Picard hit today, and checking online to see who's got it, according to online stuff, no, our local Walmart doesn't have it. Yeah, and the nearest one that has it is way up in Thornton. Well, I went to the local Walmart. It's right there on the shelf. I took a picture, sent it to Steph, just to see. Don't trust online. Okay. I almost compounded the situation by picking up 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures because they have the movie version. I don't want this new crap on the Newton Menace. No. But let's see. This is the dice that came with this thing here. We got. Let's start with number one is one of the mummy creatures from Pyramids of Mars. Number two is is the Silence. 3 is a Weeping Angel. 4 is a Sontaran. 5 is a Cyberman, and 6 is a Dalek. Here's the thing. Originally, the Sontarans were supposed to be Sontarans. But the guy who played the character insisted on calling it Sontaran. He's like, I think he made it a little more cultured. And they went with it. Oh, okay, whatever. Good job. Kind of like Babylon 5. The character is Jakar. It was originally much harsher. Jakar, but Andreas Katsulas decided it was Jakar. So, what? I'm feeling French today. Okay, fine. I like productions that give that kind of freedom to the actor, to put an interpretation on it. They're a little fun. Okay, make the character more them. And it helped him get into the character. Yeah, he's sort of a devious French diplomat type thing, a little flair. And he played it to the hilt. I was like, a very good vehicle for Jakar. Was unfortunately the last thing he did with it was the semi-pilot thing, Tales of the Rangers, I think, or where I think they were planned on doing a show based upon a team of Minbari Rangers. And he's in there a lot. He's their connection character. But in pointing out that and he gets into the Grey Council on Minbar and kind of calls them out for this thing. We live for the one, we die for the one. But I notice how all the emphasis is on the first part, not much on the second. It's like, isn't it more important to live? And also when he's talking to the head of this Ranger team. Talking about, there's two, I forget what the second part of the line is, but there's two universal constants in the universe. One is every intelligent race in the universe has the equivalent of Swedish meatballs. Don't ask. And I was like, okay. And I forget the second one, because it's been a while since I've seen it, but it's a good exchange. But Andreas, he was quite a character himself, because I heard Peter Jurassic, they talked about some little stories, but like going to his hotel room and he just meets him at the door, stark naked, not a care on the road. Okay, Andrea, yeah. Oh, what do you want? Had their exchange, didn't bother to rope or towel or anything. Okay, you be you, Andrea. But yeah, and again, as far as the overall thing, it helps that now that we're having some more Star Trek stuff come out. We'll get back to doing the Star Trek. Like I said, I just picked up the Blu-ray Picard. I can start looking, some of the extras on that. Lower Decks comes out today. As soon as I get those, we'll watch them and work up a review on that. We can start working on that stuff. Okay. They had a thing on Twitter, comment about what's your favorite episode of anything, and they'll batch up what character you're matched up with, and I just comment about and it was a Lower Decks picture on there, so I gotta go with the DS9 episode, and I got Shax as a character paired up with him. Okay, I can live with that. Yeah. But again, I'm still trying to do a step down on this whole thing. It never should have happened. If folks had maintain open communication, and we weren't having to try and fill in blanks that admittedly some of them weren't even there, but there was again when there's an old adage when facts are in short supply, imagination takes over, and the results are with predictable results. So again, it's a general plea to just stop blocking people. And if there's questions, fucking answer them. Don't just let them hang out there where people, jump in and come in with their own answers. And on a personal level, Indy, we could have solved this with, if I ever had him, I could have solved it in a 5-minute conversation. None of this would have happened. Okay? And as far as, you got information. Yeah, and I'll tell you what. One, I got it because I had to confirm if this guy was faking it. Okay? They had to look into it. Well, shit. Yep, that's it. It's, so again, and to be fair, I gave her my, address in exchange, in kind of compensation. Look, and said, balance of power restored. I'm not going to lord this over you. You got my info now, with my phone number on top of it. So she still had a bit of an advantage there. I don't have her phone number. I'm not going to go digging for it. If she feels, call me, fine. That'd be great. But, and again, I am still deeply sorry that all this has happened, and I made things worse in some way. But again, I am not a threat. I think I've established enough people around this. No, he is not a threat. Okay, he's a nice guy. He actually cares enough about you. He's not going to do something stupid. Yeah. And again, but I'm still hearing stuff is still coming across me that we got some crap going on. That these people have special access and they're getting secret shows that we're not going to ever see. And the real thing is, the person in question making these claims is claiming almost proprietary thing because he's throwing so much money at you and tips and tips and tips. And he's like, making like half of what you do in a stream. That if he leaves, then you'll have nothing. And you'll be reduced to walking the streets. That's kind of one, Indy, giving you pretty short shrift of what because you were making pretty good money before this started. You still have a pretty good support system. Outside, and you're not, he's not your only source of income. We know that you've gotten money from Pornhub and Fansly, and they're doing it. It's like, fuck him on that point. And also, you said before, besides you being pretty secure your own finance, you got your parents. They can definitely take care of you. Worst case scenario, you move back home for a while you get regrouped. But it's like, no, you're not going to, she's not in danger of walking the streets because, this guy got pissy because he didn't get enough fanboy content over his stupid sick. He walked up. So fucking what, okay? It's like that is a bull. So anyone believes that's happening. Again, I'm asking for confirmation. Is he making these claims? So apparently he's doing it all in Discord, pounding this and thing. So yeah, the people who do have access to the Discord, because unfortunately I've been blocked there. So I'm having to rely on others for the information here. I wouldn't have to be if you didn't block me. God damn it! Come on, how hard is this to figure out? Like I said, when I'm trying to get answers, I'll get dangerous. Okay, I'll start digging for shit, and I'm letting get some collaboration. This is what I'm running with. But and again, this time again, I didn't. I did. All right, from the real or bullshit file. This is what I'm getting. So again, I want someone who in the know who is on Discord and would see this shit. Is this happening or is it bullshit? Are these claims being made that, because this person is throwing gobs and gobs and gobs of money at them, they can no longer afford to deal with it, so you're going to deal with the femboy shit or fuck you? Or are we getting more, misinformation and thing? Because I want some confirmation here. That's what I'm asking for. I want some confirmation. Like I said, nobody's in any danger. And he claims that, and he's going to be, hooking on the corner if this idiot goes away are bullshit. I know that wouldn't happen. That's the whole reason why you're doing what you did. So it wouldn't have, but you wouldn't do it anyway. Come on. That attitude is also just about as short-sighted as the claim, oh, you look so hot when your tits are cut off. It's like bullshit, okay? It's like, and that's why I think, no, if you're going to be claiming a body, you need to shut the fuck up because you have no role in the conversation now. You're part of management. The conversation is amongst the fans, and you're not part of it. And again, it's also affirmation. Again, if you got to affirm it over and over again, then it's probably not real in the first place. Okay, it should stand on its own. I don't need to be constantly affirmed that I'm a man. Okay, I am what I am. There's no, thing. Like, I didn't have to struggle with any. Like anybody, you go through a phase wondering what would it be like if I was this or that. But there was never a thing of like, I think I'm in the wrong body. No. I'm not particularly happy with the one I've got, but it is the one I've got, so I deal with what I got here. Yeah. Try and make some improvements to it as I go along, or try and keep from doing any more damage than I've already done. But there's no real identity crisis going on here. So, all right, that's I think is enough there. So yeah, again, mostly an equipment test here, and also just slight update. But for the most part, let's stand down any kind of thing. It's like, I'm trying, trying to get, biologically, yeah. It's like, the whole thing, assigned, no, it's observed at birth. Okay, it's not assigned at birth. It's it's determined when Mr. Sperm meets Miss Egg. Okay. It's a matter of, what is the sperm carry? Is it an X or a Y? Okay, when that's happening, bingo, that's it. You're done. What you do with that information when you pop out, that's the question. Okay, and that is where the societal thing begins. But there's no argument of whether or not you are a male or female. Even intersex, it's not as pure hermaphrodites. It does happen, but it makes, it makes the population of transsexuals look like a fucking baby boom. They are so exceedingly rare. Those are unicorns, okay? But it is so rare. And so even the intersex population is still predominantly slanted to female. Something goes weird, and there's a part of a thing that more associated with male thing, but it's still mostly female, and that anatomically speaking. So even that's a misdirection. They're trying to cite them. You're still dealing with really female. It was just a couple of weird things that went weird. Like you got the vagina there, but it's one of the ovaries is actually kind of turned into a it looks more like a testicle. Or something, some kind of penis is popping out there, but there's still a vagina. So that's kind of where the justification is when most doctors will just cut it off. Okay, you're only going to make things. Just get rid of it. Do the snip sip when they're born, and okay, it's got to be a girl. It would have been a girl anyway. Probably sterile, because too many things have gone weird here. But such is life. So again, this has been a kind of a subject of curiosity for me for now probably about 50 years, okay? Because this is how long, it's been going long before I was around, but really started picking up like 60s and 70s. Like Renee Richards, that type of thing. Look that name up. Yeah. And it was, again, like a Nova thing I come up here. There about this guy who did the thing and the woman with the thing, because he doesn't know what a woman is. Who do you think he is? And this village in Mexico, where it's perfectly normal for the things to not drop until the kid hits about 12 or so, and the midwives, feel, the baby come out, he's a pill baby, what they call him, because you can feel, everything's in there, but we're not going to do anything for the first 10 or 12 years. He raises the girl, but he also make plan by around the age 12 or so, things are going to pop out. And it's a common thing in this one particular weird region of Mexico. They don't know why it happens, but it happens. But the thing pops out. Okay, now you're a boy. They're wearing dresses up until about 5th grade, and then bingo, you're wearing pants and you're wearing a shirt and you're going by Jose instead of Maria. So, but this is not a new subject. All these people are, there's nothing new here. Okay, the only thing new about it is the fanaticism about it and trying to drive with we're going to rewrite human. No, you're not. And that's why I've been pushing this mainly. It's like they back off on all sides for the most part. When I've been trying, it's mainly to try and equal time clause here. Okay, trying to think. This ain't enough with the echo chamber of everyone. Oh yeah, chop them off. No, don't chop them off. Okay, that it's my regular mantra. Don't do anything stupid and irreversible, okay? Because what you're going through is probably going to change. Okay. Now I'm sure they made at least one movie about it. And I'm sure they'll do one about Bruce Jenner with Bruce and do Caitlyn. You know. But because even the ones who do the traditional where you withdraw from everything, you change your name and move everybody, and they realize this was the big fat mistake, and because biology will assert itself, and you'll realize you're not. This is not the right. This is not, you start looking at stuff and I like that, and then you start and if you're lucky, they haven't destroyed your physical self yet. And that's what I'm trying to do, Indy, in this one. When my voice is, don't do anything stupid in reverse. But you're not doing testosterone. That's good, because that would, again, wrong sex hormones in a healthy body never come out well. You got increased chances of like osteoporosis, Alzheimer's, liver, all kinds of stupid that would not have been there otherwise. And I mean, you already got a host of allergies. So what do you think is going to happen when you really start screwing things up? But yeah, not going there, not a problem. But surgeries, like, no, it is still major surgery, and there are almost always complications. You're signing yourself up to be a permanent, medical student, medical experiment, basically. It's like, don't go there, okay? Just don't. You have to stick with a binder, Get to that bra shop, get properly fitted. Try that for a while. See if that makes you feel better about them tits. And just work through the process yourself, not what your mods are pushing, not what yourself. And if your therapists are pushing anything, no, you need to do it yourself. You need to work this through in your own mind, and really feel it out. Is this really right, or am I just not liking being a girl right for a while here? Because again, that one video I posted on your thing about I forget what it was, but it's basically a video, and it is presented by a transsexual woman, transsexual man, formerly woman, grew up as a girl, and again, it looked about the same general age as me. And growing up, this was not a thing. Boys and girls play together. You were taught you could be whatever the hell you want. Girl working construction, guy wants to dance ballet. Doesn't matter, okay? But somehow this thing, it's on a spectrum, and then it sounds so free. No, it's restrictive as fuck, because everything's tied into, well, if you like this and this, then you're that. If you like playing with Barbies instead of G.I. Joe, you're a girl. If you like wearing T-shirts and jeans and not dresses, you're a boy. Bullshit! That was never a thing when the 60s and 70s. Girls want to wear jeans and T-shirts and play in the dirt. They're still a girl. Guy wanted to play with a Barbie doll instead of the G.I. Joe. Well, you're a little, bit of a fruity guy, but you're still a boy. Now, when I look at you, kind of weird. He's a bit of a sissy, but he's still a boy. This was not this was not an issue. Then, certain elements kind of decided to rear their ugly head. No, we're running out of, because again, the gay marriage didn't cross the line. Gay rights done. It finally pushed away the thing that all gay men are, pedophiles or whatever. It finally killed that one. Well, that's come roaring back because he's, now the weirdos want their own, now the NAMBLA thing. They're doing, we want to normalize bullshit. You want to normalize getting you in a fucking ditch somewhere by. This is something they cross the line when they start going for the kids. And we're getting off on a rant here. So, but that's where a lot of this is coming from, and it's snaring a lot of people, again, with the vulnerability of, some kind of personal insecurity, and it's feeding on that and jumping. No. Get away from all of that influence shit, okay? And the people, pushing one type of content or another, it's like thank them for the contribution, but you will make up your own mind on what content you want to do. You want to do a girl video, then fucking do a girl video, okay? Don't do femboy, just because these idiots are throwing money at you all the damn time to do femboy, okay? Because again, I hold you to the word. You promised 50-50, Indy. We're not getting 50-50, okay? Just because the last couple of them there was no dick no dick there, there's still femboy, 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 femboy. Every damn video for the past 6 months has had a femboy thing on it. Okay, and that's turning people off. That's why your numbers are dropping. It's time to balance things out a little bit, if only from the practical business standpoint. Okay, but also it's like you're getting pissed at me, pushed and put. I'm trying to balance things a bit here. Okay, I'm trying to point out that this is not necessarily right. You need to stop and think about this, because the road you're going down on this is not going to end well. Especially if it turns out you were wrong. I'm trying to keep you from winding up becoming one of my over 2 dozen so far detransitioners, where you realize too late. Oh, I fucked up. Because I also guarantee you, it's like, if you're wanting to do porn for the rest, till whenever you finally figure retire, if you chop them tits off, that ain't happening. Your numbers will take a nosedive, because this is not what people signed up for. I mean, you're walking a fine line now with doing the femboy stuff, but still end up flashing the tits and the pussy. But it's like, if there ain't no tits, it's going to be a tough sell there, and people are really going to flee at that point. So fuck this, I'm out of here. Watching that old content will only hold so long. They want to see new stuff, and the new stuff is like, ugh, what the hell happened to you? And I'm thinking and this is very dated, but anybody remembers the Partridge Family? Susan Day, one of the actresses on there, she went through a bout of anorexia. She was a beanpole anyway, but she went through some anorexia thing. And Danny Bonaducci, God bless him, they all went to the beach, and she's in a bikini, and he was the slap in the face she needed. Oh God, you look gross. She was skin and bones. And that was a slap in the face. No, what you're doing, you're not it's not working. Eat a cheeseburger, for God's sake. Put some weight back on. This is not attractive. This is not good. Snapped her out of her mindset. It's like, her own dysmorphia. It's like, I know you've got problems here, Susie. This is not good. You got to start putting some weight back on. You're getting dangerous here. So that's like, God bless Danny Bonaducci on that one. Okay. And I hope he's doing well. He's had some health issues like that. I think he's doing good too. I'd like to meet him one day. We could have some real laughs, because he was the character. He was the character I related to in the Partridge Family. A younger brother and loved money. That was my big. I liked him. I liked Danny. That was one thing when he did a guest spot on CSI as kind of the celebrity body, but there was a few things done beforehand where he having an argument with the family and something there was a key involved, and he got so into the character thing where the character swallowed the key. He swallowed it for real. He got so into it. Yeah. What? And Danny. Okay, right. Where's the key? What? Oh shit. So later on, when they're doing, there's supposed to be an X-ray of the body. No, that was his real X-ray showing the real key inside of him. I mean, eventually, yeah, they flushed it out of him. It's like, that wasn't a pleasant experience, but it's like a little too method there, Dan. Okay, it's a good episode too, but okay, all right. Coming up on half an hour. This is long enough for an equipment test. So this is going to be the new, back and flare, but yeah, this is going to be the new setup here, at least until they can finally get cleaned up enough where I can call maintenance without being embarrassed to get in here and fix the light switches. Because right now we're in case of in the bedroom, because it's a multi-function. It's like got connected with you can change the speed on the ceiling fan, but I'll turn the light on. Well, both of them, whatever fuse in there has kind of gone out. In the case of the bedroom, it went out while the light was on, and the fan was at a certain speed. This one, it went out while the light was off, and the fan's going. I can't turn the light on. That's why I got this stupid setup. And in the bedroom, it's like, well, yeah, turn the switch on. Yeah, the light comes on, and then the ceiling fan comes up. Though we can't have the fan going on at night, 'cause, that's why we have a separate fan, but that doesn't do very well. That was a little information about my personal life you didn't really need, but I felt, what the hell, feel some pain. All right. But basically, wrap it up. Don't bug Lana. She's okay. She's fine. She's not the crazy person we thought she was. The dog thing is not a serious identification. It's a fetish. It's a kink. And again, she's fine. A little excitable, hot tempered, but she scrubbed the whole thing of Captain April hater. So, we're on good terms now. We're fine. I'm following her now, in fact. But we're and again, trying to find the good in what came out of all this. We're starting to isolate things of who is the problem here, who is driving this crap about who has special access, who's getting special shows, and considers the fans the great unwashed. And no, you not get her. I have special access. I paid for her, which is frankly rather galling assessment anyway. Because you're talking about not acknowledging Indy's own personal agency and that she's a grown person. Well, what do you think that does? By making those kind of claims, you're basically reducing Indy just a gold digger. She's only in it for the money. And the more money you throw at her, then she'll do whatever you want. Okay, how does that make you feel? Okay? So, Indy, you need to have some talk with some people on your inner circle. As far as what kind of special access do they... Again, the whole thing about private camp... Again, this kind of came up recently, and I've been okay, now during this thing, when the hell has she had time to do any private... Barely does selfies out there, okay? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff. All the TikToks of stuff that was previously recorded. And the videos were recorded before she went down. So aside from a few selfies, she hasn't done much. She's trying to take a break from all this, and I don't blame her at this point. And I'm not just saying because of me. It's all because of all this shit. Try and decompress and stress. And maybe we'll get a little fire back in her. So, don't be so burned out. But, okay, we are there, and I guess I need to go pick up a package at the UPS store, so we will talk at you later.